The nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Adebayo.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Brogdon out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Myers Leonard, and there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the 1. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
Now, here's Sabonis. Kicks it to Warren. Fires, high post. Nice jump shot. Good.
Domantas Sabonis is one of the outstanding passers from the post position that we have in today's game. If you're open, he'll find you.
Here's Nunn. Nice D from Sabonis. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. He talked about the threat posed by Jimmy Butler, saying, "It's incredible the work he's done to make himself such a well-rounded scorer." Kevin, they better be ready for the terror from Tomball, Texas. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Nunn after the basket by Sabonis. Lets it go from the wing, and they pick up 2.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Brogdon with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. There's the pass to Sabonis. To the paint. Here's Turner, and he converts the layup.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Raptors. Nunn passes to Robinson. Dishes it to Butler. To the middle. Here's Nunn. Good D by Brogdon.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Outside Warren. Here's Sabonis. And it's Miami with the rebound. This is their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, 1, does one team make a statement? And 2, how does the other team react to that?
Adebayo against Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Butler trying to get open as Adebayo.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Brogdon kicks to Turner for 3. Tries again. Yep, that one goes in there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Nunn. He had 10 points in the win against Utah. Robinson finds Butler. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
First one falls for him. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And so Butler nails both of them. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Butler. A 20-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
And he makes the first.
You know, one of my favorite things about T.J. Warren is how much he believes in his ability to score the basketball. He doesn't back down from anyone.
He hits both from the stripe.
There is so much to love about this Pacers team. Each guy, I feel like, is committed to having their teammates back. Go back to when Oladipo went out last year. A variety of different guys step up. They almost captured the 4 seed. Incredible.
And it's Butler missing. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, I know the Pacers, Doris, felt pretty good going into the first round of the playoffs, but the Celtics turned on the switch in a big way.
Well, they sure did, and Boston obviously had so much talent, Kevin, but with Oladipo, you have to wonder how the series might have been different for Indiana.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And very much a modern offensive game for Miles Turner. Doris not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end to end.
And he sinks the second.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
The Heat trail by 7. Fires from 14, and the shot is long.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here is Brogdon, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. They get it back. Sabonis passes to Lamb. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. 6 points for Butler.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Pass to Warren. Robinson pulls it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now Lamb. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Lamb passes to Turner. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Miles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Outside Robinson. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler missing again.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Brogdon kicks to Lamb. Ring shot on the way. They get the rebound. Here's Sabonis. Empty that time from Leonard.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Nunn. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, Greg, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season? You take a look at Hero, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
Yeah, he doesn't miss that many, does he? Great skill level to go with his obvious talent. He's taking full advantage every time he draws a whistle.
Now here's Dragic. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Utah.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
McConnell passes to Bitadze. Shoots over Olynyk. That one off the back iron and out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's McDermott. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Inside, Hero, and the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot's good from Leaf. And the Pacers lead by 7. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Hero, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Beyond the arc. No good that time, and Indiana will come the other way. A shot by Holiday, nobody around, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Hero. He's covered by McConnell. Hero passes to Johnson over Holiday. Can't hit from the elbow. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Utah Jazz.
Well, it doesn't always have to be a thing of beauty, but when you can get a win in a game like that, that's really all you care about.
Here's Hero. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Taken away by Holiday. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Heat. It's Jones on the wing. Here's the teardrop. A rebound by Bitadze. Indiana leading by 9. Now McDermott. 8 points his last outing. The pass to Bitadze. Back to McDermott. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Bitadze can't hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Heat. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
That free throw missing. Aaron Holiday is checked in for T.J. McConnell. Second free throw, no good. Pacers leading by 9. Holiday surveying the floor. 1:11 left in the first quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Olynyk. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Holiday against Dragic. To end the drought. Pacers with the rebound. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's McDermott, defended by Jones. Here's Holiday. That shot off the mark. Good D by Johnson. The Heat trail by 11. Outside Dragic. He kicks it to Olynyk. Shoots over McDermott. And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, a nice effective mid-range game by Kelly Olynyk. Just a gorgeous release.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Holiday, here we go. And a missed layup.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. Marquee matchup tonight. Jimmy Butler says he loves to go up against the best.
I'm one that if you're the best in the world, I want to see it, and I wake up for these games. I want to know, how do you do it? And you're going to have to do it every night when you go up against me.
That's the hard-working mentality Butler provides, a two-way threat, Greg, who wants to dominate the top players at his position.
And Butler's really embraced being a leader. You can tell he lives for these types of matchups and games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Jones. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Hero. A three-pointer, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Dragic. Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Outside Holiday. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Jones, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Miles Turner. How last month turned out for him, averaging 12 points, just over 2 blocks, and 5 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now, here's Brogdon. No points in the game yet for him. Off the left rim and out. The Heat trail by 8. Here's Hero. Nunn passes to Hero. Butler against Sabonis. And it's Butler missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as many as 11 points. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brogdon.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
The first one falls. Robinson's checked in for Hero. Lamb, he's checked in for the Pacers. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Butler with the ball and laid in to finish the break. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
Passes it to Sabonis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, skill is such an important part of today's game, and that suits Domantas Sabonis just fine. This guy has great hands, can pass, and can shoot with range.
And the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas was born to play this game.
I think that translates, and you see it most often in his IQ on the floor. This is a young man that thinks the game at an extraordinarily high level, and he is as fundamentally sound a guy as you'll find in the NBA.
Free throw good, Sabonis.
You know what? There seems to me to be an infectious energy when we're talking about Domantas Sabonis. This is a big man with a great future in the NBA.
No good on the second free throw. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has on his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great examples. Now, here's Brogdon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 4. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. A break in the action means we can check out the best defensive teams in the league this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Pacers 4th.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
The Heat trail by 6. Robinson passes to Nunn. Back to Robinson. To the inside. Adebayo. The rebound by Turner.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Lamb. Tries a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Nunn passes to Robinson. Adebayo with the ball. The kick outside to Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat. Pacers leading by 6. Knocked away and stolen by Butler. Here's Nunn. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. The kick outside to Butler. 5 to shoot. He gets that one. Butler's got 12.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here's Lamb. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Here's Brogdon. 4-point game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 8 points for T.J. Warren.
Wow, if T.J. Warren makes threes with consistency, it will unlock every other aspect of his game, and that's significant, guys.
Robinson against Warren. Robinson left side, down low, Adebayo, and it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Lamb with the ball. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Here's Brogdon. Turner trying to free himself up. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Brogdon. Following the score by Miami. Here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 14. Here's Nunn. The rebound by Brogdon. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out to Lamb. Puts it up. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, this is a night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Pacers leading by 5. To the paint. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Basket good. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Nunn. There's the dish to Robinson. The kick outside to Butler. Leonard the pass to Butler. Over Lamb. And it's Butler missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Brogdon. Indiana moving the ball around. Outside Warren. From deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Nunn. And it's sent back by Turner. Now, here's Brogdon. It's a floater. Some solid defense from Butler. The Heat trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That one good for 2.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
And a chance to check out the stats for McConnell. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 7 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Dragic. Good, nice job down low. Now it's just a 3-point Indiana lead.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oh, that's blocked. 1:27 left in the first half. And there's the pass to Adebayo. And stolen by McConnell. Passes it to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, Jones. Pass to Dragic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 8 points for Goran Dragic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McConnell scanning the floor. Holiday against Olynyk. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
That gives them the lead. Heroes got the lead to 1 now for Miami.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat out front. They're up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. They can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency. It's going to be a long second half.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat, Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Nunn in at the 1. Now here's Brogdon. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Warren. The pass to Sabonis. The shot. No good from Lamb.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
None. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Butler after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. That one goes in. 16 points for Butler.
Well, there's a solid handle that Jimmy Butler is working with, and his ability to create with the ball in his hands becoming special.
Robinson against Warren. Back to Sabonis. Warren against Robinson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And he's good on the second. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Nunn. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Butler. Some solid defense there from Lamb. Indiana trailing here. Brogdon outside. Pass to Lamb. Clock at 6. For the tie. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
The second effort, and it's Butler laying it in. Butler's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
One thing we know about Jimmy Butler, he's going to stay in a play. Nice job on the offensive glass.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. And the shot goes in. Warren's got 11.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Left side, Butler. Over Turner. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 20.
Jimmy Butler is a problem for this defense. Right now, they've got nothing for him. Go ahead, JB. Do some work.
Pass to Warren. And it's Miami with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Here's Butler. The Pacers pull it in.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Lamb dishes to Turner. Back to Sabonis. Over Adebayo. Sabonis, no good. The Heat have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside, Lamb. Robinson against Warren. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Butler from outside. No good there. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Brogdon.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Nunn passes to Butler. Adebayo down low. Turner covering. Hands it from downtown. Nunn's got 5 now.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Brogdon, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Heat leading by 3. Timeout called, the Heat.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Pacers.
And taking a look here at some stats for Jimmy Butler. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 22 points per, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Here's Hero. He has 7, 6 to shoot. Butler against Warren. Here's Adebayo. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Pass to Brogdon. Poked loose. And he makes good on the layup. And now just a 1-point Heat lead.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And he can't get the first one.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Sabonis. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Now here's Dragic after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. Good D by Brogdon. Butler against Warren. Outside Holiday. Now the pass to Brogdon. For the lead. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
Brogdon outside. Outside Turner for the tie. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Dragic. He dishes it to Butler. The 15-footer, and it's sent back by Turner. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
When T.J. Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
Pacers have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Derek Jones in for Jimmy Butler. Both free throws good from Warren. Here's Dragic. He's got 8. Passes it to Olynyk. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Warren. Goes up the baseline. Here's Bitadze. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bitadze's got 6.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Dragic the pass to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? And the 3 ball is good. 10 points for him.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Holiday, the pass to McDermott. Now here is Holiday. High, arcing shot. Comes up empty down low. Miami trailer. Here's Hero. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. And here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Warren. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And it's Miami the other way.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Now Dragic. He's got 8. Pass to Hero. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Dragic from outside. And the Heat, another 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now, here's Warren. He's got 13. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Outside, Dragic fires the 3. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers trail by 5. Holiday left side. McConnell with it. Back to Holiday. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Here's Hero. Outside, Dragic. From the stripe, it's blocked. They get it back. Johnson, the pass to Hero. A 3-pointer off the mark. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the pass to Bitadze. Back to McConnell. And the layup falls.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on 3-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
From deep 3-point range, Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Pacers, McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Sabonis is out there with Leaf, and it's Holiday in at the small forward spot. Here's Lamb, banked in off the glass.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Hero, kicks it to Johnson. Dragic looking it over. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, you love seeing him set that hard a screen, and boy, do they get a clean look off it.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat.
One shot.
Free throw good, Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Lamb. Here's Sabonis. A beautiful reverse layup.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Up top, Dragic. He's covered by McConnell.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Outside, Lamb. Passes it to Sabonis. The 11-footer, again, Indiana. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. He feeds it to Leonard. 2 points, that one goes. And the Heat lead by 4.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Sabonis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at per-minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
And the first one at the line is good. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
And Sabonis drops them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's none. No good on that one. Good D by Brogdon. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, here's Brogdon. It's good. This game is all even.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the ball. Brogdon picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Leonard hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Lamb against Robinson. No good from Lamb. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Butler. Offensive rebound.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Lamb against Adebayo. Lamb passes to Sabonis. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
And the Heat call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Bounce pass from Adebayo. That's tipped. Sabonis with the steal.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Here's Turner. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Nunn. Dishes it to Butler. Pass to Nunn. 5 on the clock. Here's Adebayo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. An even 3-on-3 break. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist from Brogdon. Lamb's got the game tied up here for Indiana. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Outside Butler. Takes it out to Leonard. Here's Nunn. Latrey, got a hand on it.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Heat. Sabonis, the pass to Turner. Butler against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead. And it's sent back by Robinson. Here's Butler. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 24 points for Butler.
Well, the confidence that Jimmy Butler displays on a nightly basis is awesome. This guy, as an interior scorer, is a force.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Pacers making a switch here. Warren's checked in. Now, here's Sabonis. Out left to the wing from the baseline. And good! He nails it. Sabonis has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The pass to Butler. He kicks to Robinson. Back to Butler. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Butler's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, just another thing to like about Jimmy Butler, the development of the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Warren. Some solid defense from Butler. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Nunn. Outside Butler. Clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Warren. Sabonis trying to get open. Warren, good.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Here's Nunn. Now the dish to Robinson. Kicks it to Butler. The 19-foot shot. The shot will not fall. So Indiana will take it the other way. To take the lead and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Shot's good by Butler.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Turner, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got assist number 5 here tonight. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Leonard trying to break free, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And Turner kicks to Warren. Pass to Brogdon. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. To the inside. Adebayo. And it's sent back by Turner. Lamb against Butler. Brogdon outside. And he can't bank that one in. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Brogdon outside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And there's another one for the Heat.
You could see it from the moment he caught the basketball. Jimmy Butler delivers again.
And here is Warren. To the middle. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Warren. Sabonis has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, so intelligent at recognizing where to roll to open space. Domantas Sabonis, very crafty.
Here's Nunn. Here's Butler. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Butler's got 33 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Brogdon. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Now Butler. Leonard trying to break free. And Jimmy Butler again. Butler's got 35.
Big time bucket by Jimmy Butler. Boy, I'm not sure they've got an answer for him right now, Kev.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
1:05 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Leonard. Here's Adebayo. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 2. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Domantas Sabonis.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Adebayo. Good work defensively by Turner. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
And so Indiana again turning it over.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Heroes checked in for Butler. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's none. He's guarded by Brogdon. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Adebayo. Buries the triple. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Warren with the ball. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.